I've talked a lot about the importance of I next, or Dwight, the part of you that wants the future to be great, and the I now, the part of you that wants now to be good, and how to get them together and so they can both be happy. And today I want to speak about some specific ways that you might use when there occurs as a conflict between the two, to get them to both be happy and be cooperative together. And there's an infinite number of ways that you could use, but I'm just going to share some of the ways that I've come up with. The first way is to combine something together, what I next wants to do and what I now wants to do. One time I was able to get myself to exercise regularly by combining it with climbing a mountain and talking with my friends. So I now enjoyed climbing the mountain and talking with friends, and Dwight next was interested in being in good physical shape. So they both were happy in doing that together. Another way, of course this was an example of another way too, is if you can do something with others at the same time, it often makes it easier. For example, let's imagine you want to get your house organized. If you can somehow get a friend to come over and organize it with you, that's probably going to be much more enjoyable than doing that by yourself, especially if your I now is avoiding working on the house, you know. Another way that I use fairly often is what I call the 15-minute timer way. So I have a timer. I now and I next seem to be willing to make an agreement so that I do 15 minutes of what I now wants to do and then 15 minutes of what I next wants to do. So maybe I now wants to watch a movie and I next wants to get some work done on the computer or accounting or something like that. And so they go back and forth, sharing 15 minutes, and each of them seems to say, okay, I only have to wait 15 minutes until I get to do my part. So they're agreeable to that. Another way is to set up like a game or make a game out of it. And especially if you report to somebody else. For example, each day I have 22 agreements that I make with myself. And sometimes these agreements are what I next wants or Dwight next wants, but not so much what Dwight now wants. But every day before I go to bed, I do a text message to one of my friends and I say in the text message, please celebrate with me. I kept 22 of my agreements today. So knowing that I'm going to make that report and sharing my accomplishment with my friend makes it so that I now is more happy and they're able to do that together. Two other techniques that are a little bit different is very often we're not enjoying now because we're not being present with now. If we could just be present so that whatever you're doing for the future, that you can actually be present to now. And just bringing yourself present to now brings a sense of peace and enjoyment to whatever you're doing, and then I now can be more happy. Or just asking the question in the moment. If you're noticing I now is not happy with what I next wants to do, just asking the question, how can I now enjoy this? Sometimes it's just a shift in attitude. I have one client who said all he has to do is ask that question. Most of the time he can be happy with whatever he's doing. So these are just a few ideas of how I now and I next can be more happy together and be cooperative. Thank you.